Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. I'm glad you liked the shirt. What's up? I'm doodling on the piano. It's nice to see you here. Thanks for joining this glorious live concert music TV show on the internet. What's going on? How's everyone doing? Today is a very scary day because I have a plan, and that's always scary because there's something to screw up. And my plan is to write a song with y'all in this 2-hour stream. I've been practicing songwriting. I've also been practicing the Bent Knee songs because our album just came out and we have a CD release show tomorrow. But what I wanted to do today is spend a little bit of time practicing songwriting and just focusing on making a song that has just kind of like a pre-chorus, because I tend to write a lot of songs that have verses, they have choruses. Sometimes they don't have choruses, which is an interesting twist. But very few pre-choruses in my life, I think. So first I'm going to play a song that's an example of a song that doesn't have a chorus, because I'm just in the mood. This is called Meant to Live. Alright. I was naked, taken, foaming and faking. I heard my favorite speeches playing through my head. This one's from when I was 12 and the second tower hit the earth. My mother helped me feel the hurt that I was too young to grasp. Pebbles fall onto our heads, cars get into accidents, and trucks of people are left out in the desert sun. We're meant to live when living isn't fun. My grandma says to me there's not much left to do or see, but consciousness is a rarity, so we'll wait it out. She tells me that she wants to die, and it makes me want her to die, but we've still got some family, so we'll wait it out. We're meant to live, and that's what life's about. Sweat dries on my king-sized bed, my ancient vows are soaked in it, and in my tummy tapping echoes me to sleep. And yesterday is just a blur to me. Memories, just pictures in a stream. We're meant to live not knowing what they'll mean. We're meant to live not knowing what they'll be. We're meant to live and let go of everything. So that song has no chorus, but it does have a refrain, which is the whole meant to live thing. And what I want to do today with all of you is write a song that has not only a chorus, but a pre-chorus. So, if you're just joining us, we're writing a song, and if you can please, in the chat, send me some suggestions for a theme. What are we going to write about? What is the song going to be about? Let's see if we can just start generating ideas and themes together. It would be great if you have any lyric suggestions. They can be serious or funny. we're not closing any doors at this point. So I'm just gonna be keeping the musical doors open, the creativity going. So, Tummy Ache from Gas Station Sushi by Big Boy. Let's see. Now I know what fridges are for. Now I know why we keep that thing cold, why we shut the door. Now I know what fridges are for. They keep this stomach off the floor. I don't puke my brains out. Gas station disaster in my mouth. That's Gas Station Sushi. Gas station disaster in my mouth. I'm gonna write that lyric down here. So, gas station disaster in my mouth, I think is kind of cool. Gas station disaster in my mouth. Gotta capitalize gas station disaster. So that's interesting. We got defrosting in an unconventional way. And let's see, we got write about fish, fermented fairies, driving home, I like. Hey Ben, the new album is very different. Thank you, Benjamin Cook, for supporting my financial life. And I'm glad you listened to the album. That's two very helpful things in one fell swoop. So we've got gas station disaster in my mouth, and I think like driving home is a good theme idea. So I'm just gonna put that on here. And welcome, Hen Levy. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us for the first time. I'm just looking at what you're saying and thinking about. We got write about fish. I think I can tie all this together. So, okay. I'm gonna get the guitar out for a moment here. So, gas station disaster in my mouth. That was a kind of nice melody for that. All right. Okay. So it's like driving home from yesterday's news. This is just what's popping in my head right now, so I'm just gonna let it out. Driving home from yesterday's news. I'm in between thoughts. I'm in between thoughts. I'm writing on. I'm taking in, or I'm ignoring the view. How about that? Ignoring the view. I stopped to eat. My thoughts poured out, yeah. Gas station disaster from my mouth. How about that? That's kind of cool. So all right. So driving home from yesterday's news, I'm in between thoughts, ignoring the view. I stopped to eat, my thoughts poured out. Gas station disaster from my mouth. Just gonna start recording some of these things, so beep, bop, and boop, and bop. Okay. I'm driving home from yesterday's news. between thoughts, ignoring the view. I stopped to eat. My thoughts poured out. A gas station disaster from my mouth. That's a something. There's a thing there. Okay, just curious about what the sound quality is like. I'm driving home. Nice. Alright, so let's just put that in there. Do. Okay, let's see. What else are you guys talking about? So, we got too many doors open all the time. Why can't I have a house with closed doors? Yeah. A house with no doors. House with no doors. Let's see. Underground methane bubbles. Yeah, underground bubbles, I think. Methane laced. And we got, I like this, strangers wandering in and out of your home, judging your stuff. Strangers moving in, inspecting my errors. Let's see. Cool. I think I'm gonna work with this. So thank you everyone already for all these lyrics and suggestions and kind, encouraging statements. So let's see what we can do here. All right. Okay, so we've got the gas station disaster from my mouth, and now we're looking for what happens next. So I pull up to a house with no doors. I knock on the window and dig under the floor. It's just me and the methane dancing in a swirl. A fish out of air and a inspector in my, no, I'm gonna wait for that. Air. Well, we'll work on that. So, pull up to a house with no doors. I knock on the window and dig under the floor. It's just me and the methane dancing in a swirl. A fish out of air. A clam with no pearl. A clam. A clam with no pearl. Knowing that clams don't have pearls. Let's see. Alright. Okay, cool. Actually, a lot of good lyrics already. So let's try a different approach. Hey, Olivia, welcome. We're writing a song together today. In case you're just joining us, we're practicing songwriting, and right now we're generating a lot of cool lyrics, and I'm trying to turn them into a story about somebody driving home and sort of whatever he's driving from. It's as the drive goes on, a lot more. It evokes a lot of struggle and a lot of feeling of maybe like exclusion from society in some way. So let's see. So try a different harmonic vibe, just because we have the other one recorded. I can go back to it later. Driving home from yesterday's news, I'm in between thoughts, ignoring the view. I stopped to eat, my thoughts poured out. A gas station disaster from my mouth. I like that melody. I want to record this. Okay. I'm driving home from yesterday's news. I'm in between thoughts, ignoring the view. I stopped to eat, my thoughts poured out. Gas station disaster running from my mouth. Pull up to a house with no doors. I knock on the window and dig under the floor. It's just me, and it's just me and the methane, dancing in a swirl, a fish out of air, a clam with a pearl, and I can't help falling in love with you. Alright, cool. So, nice. I really like this, actually. So now I think we need our pre-chorus. Alright, so, let's see. Play a flat 9. Communist Water, Dr. Lake says play a flat 9. I think I will. Let's try it. My Tesla broke, hoping for a lightning bolt. That's pretty cool. It's a good line. I think if this character had a Tesla, he'd be a little less sympathetic, because it would mean at least that he's in a good shape financially, and no one likes a successful man. All right, so let's see. What are we doing? A flat 9 chord. Let's see. So I pull up to a house. Let's listen to that end of that. Whirl, a fish out of air, a clam with a pearl, and cool. A fish out of air, a clam with a pearl. And now it's instead of just C, now we're gonna go to C7 flat 9. And I'm gonna sing and there's some B. Whoa, bum. There's your sharp 11, Pedro. So it's 10, 1, then bam. Yes. Look at you guys, giving me ideas I never had before. Alright. So let it down, ba 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 booty down. Let it down, obey. That's the pre-chorus. That might be nice. Change of pace there. So let it down, ba 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 booty down. Let it down, obey. Nice, guys. Nice, everybody. Alright, so we need lyrics there. A house with no doors. A fish out of air. A clam with no pearl. We were in sync, sinking in. Sinking in the couch. With all with the ghost inspecting. Dragging you out. How about that? So, we were in sync, singing in the couch, sinking in the couch, with the ghost inspecting, dragging you out, out, and out, and out. Let's get that down. We were in sync, sinking in the couch, with the ghost inspecting, dragging you out, out, as someone, as someone you are. Kind of interesting. Milk. Sinking in piss. Look at y'all. Drilling through the wall, laughing at it all. Ooh. Yes. Oh, Richard Dawson. Yeah. That you're right. This is like Richard Dawson. I agree. Totally. The harmony. It's very Richard Dawson. We were in sync, sinking in the couch, with the ghost inspecting, dragging you out, and then drilling through the wall. I couldn't hear you. Laughing. Or maybe, or were you laughing at all? That's kind of interesting. But what's this chorus? So, I feel like our driver at this point is driving home. Yesterday was intense. We don't know what happened. But there was someone who isn't there anymore. And they're driving, or he's driving, and then now at the gas station, getting sick, and pulling up to a house that seems like there's no door, there's no way in, which is maybe a metaphor for just feeling excluded. And I think that's where we are. So let's just see about, do my little screen share here. Did that work? Yeah. So let's see about this. So we were in sync, sinking in the couch, with the ghost inspecting, dragging you out, as someone. Maybe like, what should the lyrics be there? To the driving. Back at the driving again, Bazuku. Maybe a chorus that relates to the driving itself. Yeah. All right. So highway hum. Highway hum. Nothing. All right. Highway hum. Traffic's coming. Highway hum. Oh, highway hum. No. Highway hum. I see you in my headlights like I loved you too late. How about that? Highway home, I see you in my headlights like I loved you too late. I don't know. That's not much of a chorus. The reason I'm doing like a fish out of air is to throw a twist on the fish out of water thing, because the reason the fish don't like to be out of water, I think, is because they can't get the oxygen they need without water. I think well, they're drowning still, but anyway, yeah, just trying to throw a little twist on that. So we got highway home, I see you in my headlights like I loved you too late. Let's see. We were in sync, sinking in the couch, with the ghost inspecting, dragging you on. Highway home, I see you now. I saw my headlight. I loved you. Okay. Drilling through the wall. We were in sync, sinking in the couch, with the ghost inspecting, dragging you out. I see you in my headlights. It might be a good. So I won't say like I loved you too late till the end, maybe. All right. Cool. What is Neum? I feel like there's a meme happening here that I'm out of. Oh yeah, all of them milking with green fleshy flowers. Good to see you again. It's a long time YouTube knowing each other thing. So let's see. How's everybody doing? I haven't checked in with you in a bit. I'm deep in chorus mode, but I think I could use a little break from it just to get my head fresh. But I'm really liking the Uh, we were in sync, sinking in the couch, with the ghost inspecting. Alright, wait. We were in sync, sinking in the couch, with the ghost inspecting, dragging you out. Highway, highway, I see you in my headlights. I loved you too late, too late. Interesting. I'm just gonna record that version. Alright, so it's we were in sync, sinking in the couch, with the ghost inspecting, dragging you out. So then like highway, I see you in my headlights, like I loved you too late, you too late. Alright. Thank you, Bazugu, for the yacht money. Yes, I'm so close now to finally being able to afford the yacht of my dreams. I have this plan. I'm going to take my yacht. I'm going to go on the Mississippi River. I'm going to drive up and down the whole United States of America giving out flyers to my CD release show. So everybody comes to see the show on my yacht. But thank you for supporting the channel and supporting me. The channel's just me. Thank you very much, everybody, for the kind words and for participating. If you're just joining us, what we're doing today on Let's Practice is we're writing a song together. I've been taking lyrics suggestions, which have been incredibly helpful. Actually, it's working really well. I wasn't sure if this would work or not, but here we are. I think we have a really good song in the works. If there's anything wrong with it, it's that it's too many metaphors and needs more direct language, but what's great is that all these metaphors do feel really fresh. We got a lot of good stuff going on, and I'm glad people are enjoying the chat. Feel free to ask me questions. I'm going to take a little songwriting break for a sec. If you've got any questions or comments, I'm going to read what y'all been talking about. So I saw you when you were last in Maine. You guys were killer, making the trip down to New York to see the next Thank You Scientist show. That's excellent. Are you going to, Patrick, are you going to the NYC show? Or maybe that's the only New York show. Maybe we're not doing Buffalo on this tour. But yes, that's going to be really good. Thank You Scientist. In case anyone's wondering what I'm talking about, I'm in a band called Bentley, and we released our album on Friday, and we've got a tour with Thank You Scientists and T Club in November and December, and Patrick is going to our show, which is really awesome. Pedro's saying that Pedro found that in Chega de Saudade, and it sounds cool. I'm guessing, it's the 1 major 7 sharp 11 to the 6 7 flat 13. Okay, so if this is 1 6 7 flat 13, let's see, that's gonna be so we got, so yeah, right, well, that does sound very cool. So, Buzugu's asking if the latest Bent Knee albums are going to be on Bandcamp at some point. That will happen, I think, when we have a different contract. If we have a different contract, but on this contract, it's everything except Bandcamp, unfortunately. Let's see. I'm just gonna. Let's see. Too many metaphors, impossible. Well, I think that's a joke, but yeah, when you have too many metaphors in a song, what happens is people kind of check out, I think. Like, the right amount of metaphors makes people feel what you're singing rather than thinking through it. They just have this flow of images that help them feel what you're talking about. But if there's no directness at all, there's no lines that are that sound like a person communicating directly, I think you have a risk of making people feel like you're just hiding from them instead of inviting them into a story. Not always true, but it's just something I think I noticed generally. Like in this song right now, we have, pull up to a house with no doors. All right. So driving home from yesterday's news, I'm in between thoughts, ignoring the view. I'd say that's direct. I think that's good. It's very good. I stopped to eat. My thoughts poured out. Gas station disaster from my mouth. Spilling from my mouth. I like that, but that's kind of getting into metaphorical worlds. So, pull up to a house with no doors. This is all maybe literal or maybe confusing. So, like, I like it. I'm not saying these things are bad, but, like, it's just an example of not very direct lyrics. Pull up to a house with no doors. I knock on the window and dig under the floor. It's just me and the methane, dancing in a swirl. A fish out of air, a clam with no pearl. That's definitely metaphor. We were in sync, sinking in the couch with the ghost inspecting, dragging you out. I think that's like a really nice balance between we were in sync, it's very direct language, sinking in the couch, that's sexual and kissing, and like it's very direct in a way. The ghost inspecting, that's mysterious, that's maybe not as direct. Dragging you out, that's very direct, I think. Drilling through the wall, I couldn't hear you laughing, or were you laughing at all? And that's a bit vague, but good. Highway hum, I see you in my headlights. That could be good. Yeah. Anyway, back to questions. So, I'm not sure if we're coming to Winnipeg soon, but it's not out of the question that it would happen next year. Any chance to see Bentley and Brittany? Pardon my ignorance while I ask you where Brittany is. But chance, absolutely there's a chance because we're looking to travel a lot and tour all over. And then we got Griffin Ives saying that the C# 11 would sound cool after the A flat major 7 in the chorus. Let's give it a look. So this is... Yep, I agree. That is very cool. When you take major 7 chords and major 7 sharp 11 chords and move them around, that generally is pretty cool. This episode is brought to you by clear water in a plastic cup. I just have to... it's obligatory that I take a second to do this. I just made $10,000 from water. Alright, so... what else we have here? Can you include something about my physics assignment? Dialectic or capacitance can be used, because then this is not that big of a distraction. We'll see. Could you play me a funky rhythm when you're really into at the moment? Something to break up all the melody? Yeah. It's a good idea. I mean, I'm thinking of bringing rhythm into this a little bit later, and doing the arranging stuff, doing the rhythm step with the arranging stuff. Just going for lyrics, melody, and chords at the moment, but yeah, for sure. Does the Number of syllables in a phrase direct the music or the other way around? Ooh, I think it's a bit of both. It's like a push and pull, because sometimes I'll cut syllables out to fit the music better. But what I like to avoid is going like, drilling through the wall, I couldn't hear you laughing, or were you laughing at all? I try to avoid things that make it hard to catch what the lyrics are or the meaning, or make it sound less conversational. That's just stylistic preference. I'll be seeing Bentley and Thank You Scientists in Tampa. That's excellent. Thank you, Griffin. Tampa, anytime we're in Florida, it's still pretty fresh. We've only been there once, so it really helps to have people show up. So thank you, Griffin. Aesop Rock is one of my favorite artists. He uses a lot of metaphors. It is difficult lyricism. Yeah, so Aesop Rock is kind of one of a kind in my book. His metaphors are so like slick that it like becomes its own style. It's not like a guy like trying to hide. It's like Aesop Rock, I think he's like a graffiti artist of metaphor, where it's like anywhere he can find it, throw an extra clever one in, bam, he'll tag it, and does an awesome job. It's not just like sloppy either. It's like the best stuff. He's like Banksy with his lyrics. All right, Banksy. Let's see. Where are we at? Whoa. I feel you on your skin, perihelion with my dreams. That sounds very cool, but I don't know what that means. Random questions. Have you ever studied poetry? Do you think it helps? Would it help with lyric writing? I found myself cutting on the metaphors when I started to learn other poetic devices. I think it does help. I mean, I studied it a little in high school, like very superficially, I think, but just learning about like how to imply meaning through feelings and stream of consciousness, and how to use words to appeal to the stuff before words, like other senses and memories, things that are more basic, like taste, touch, smell. I think that's very helpful. Let's see. Ben, how do you start your day musically? Having trouble getting started first thing lately. Would like to hear a bit about your creative approach if you could. Yeah. So lately what I've been doing is I've been starting my day like this. I'll play the piano and I'll just play one note. And I'll listen for the overtones and I'll let it kind of sink in. Kind of let the note get my brain going. Just let myself notice the note. Let me notice things about the note. And then I'll add another one. And I'll slowly build the house from scratch. I'm just feeling my way around, surprising myself, doing things that I'm not necessarily able to hear, and then finding out what they are. It's like letting it happen. no judgment, no, just feeling my way through. I think that's a really good way to start. Yeah, it's a great way to start the day, but also it's a great activity for me for dealing with anxiety, just kind of getting myself into a more accepting state, because the nature of what I'm doing there is, first of all, like, no one asks me to play piano. Like, there's no professional pressure or call to play piano. Nobody is telling me to learn anything on piano. Piano is completely, at this point, detached from all my capitalistic incentives to play music. Like, anything that could possibly make me do a thing in music that I don't necessarily 100% feel like doing, there's nothing like that for piano. So having an instrument like that, and for those of you who aren't professional musicians, it's a very good thing that you have by not being a professional musician, is if you can just play an instrument and do it this way, where you're just exploring, it's a good way to chill out. I mean, learning and working with a metronome and trying to get good is also a good way to chill out. But sometimes you don't feel like doing that. Sometimes you need to just be reminded of, like, the kind of childlike wonder of it all. Like, there's nothing wrong with just going with white keys for like 4 hours. Not that I don't think I've ever done that, so who knows. But let's see. Yeah, so PogChamp said, getting out of that I must play diatonically space. That's right. I'm focusing a lot on finding out what happens if I do this or that. Like, I'm not, like, even though I just said you can play with the white keys forever, that's totally legit. But at the same time, it is good to go and explore elsewhere. Like, for instance, I'll start out with all white keys here. And then if I look at what I have here, I'm trying to say, all right, if I flat this B, what will it clash with? Well, this A is very close to it, but I have a suspicion because I want to see if that's true. And it is clashy, but what can I do with this? That kind of worked. But what if I change it a little to make it... I'm going a lot by sight. There you go. And my music theory brain is popping in too to say hi. So, like, this is an A flat augmented. The major 7 there. The sharp 11. Like, I'm seeing that happening, but that isn't necessarily, like, the central thing I'm thinking about. So, easier to do it with, let's say, 3 notes. How can I get out of this pickle? Kind of getting out of pickles, in and out of pickles. So yeah. So if you're just joining us, what we're doing today is writing a song together, and we've got a bunch of lyrics, and these lyrics have been sourced from the chat and edited by me. Pedro, I'm really glad you liked the Dr. Caligari video there. I really enjoyed making that, and it's one hell of a movie. Alright, so where are we now? Where are we? Let's listen to what we've got here. So this is the latest thing. Alright, so it's... We were in sync, sinking in the couch, with the ghost inspecting, dragging you out. So then the highway, I see you in my headlights, like I loved you too late, you too late. Okay. Good. Alright, so I'm going to try to listen to the beginning and see if I can record the whole song in a way. Sort of like improvise the whole... Home from yesterday's news, I'm in between thoughts, ignoring the view. I stopped to eat, my thoughts poured out. Gas station disaster running from my mouth. Pull up to a house with no doors. I knock on the window and dig under the floor. It's just me, and it's just me and the methane, dancing in a swirl, a fish out of air, a clam with no pearl, and I can't help. Alright, let's see what we can do. The big moment. Can we record the verse to the chorus? Alright. Driving home from yesterday's news, I'm in between thoughts, ignoring the view. I stopped to eat, my thoughts poured out. Gas station disaster spilling from my mouth. Pulled up to a house with no doors. I knock on the window and dig under the floor. It's just me and the methane, dancing in a swirl, a fish out of air, a clam with no pearl. We were in sync, sinking in the couch, with the ghost inspecting, dragging you out. And then another verse. Driving home from yesterday's news, I'm in between thoughts, ignoring the view. I stopped to eat, my thoughts poured out. Gas station disasters spilling from my mouth. I pulled up to a house with no doors. Let's see if I can. I pulled up to a house with no doors. I knock on the window and dig under the floor. It's just me and the methane there, dancing in a swirl, a fish out of air, a clam with no pearl. We were in sync, sinking in the couch, with the ghost inspecting, dragging you out. And then I see you in the highway home. So I think it's getting a bit too spacey. I want to take it back down to earth for the chorus. So it's like, we were in sync with the ghost inspecting, dragging you on. Drilling through the wall, I couldn't hear you laughing. Or were you laughing at all? See you in my headlights. I loved you too late. I loved you too late, late, late. Okay. So I'm a little stuck on the chorus. So rather than like do that a million times, let's get a second verse going. So we've got, I'm gonna put this is all happening. This is all for real. So I'm gonna take, I just want more space, so I'm gonna make more space here, like this. Okay. So then there'll be a chorus, and then another verse. So like the rhythm of the verse is driving home from yesterday's news. I'm in between thoughts, ignoring the view. Let's get some lyrics going. So what do y'all think would be a nice follow-up to this? The way I see it is this guy is stuck under the house now in a swirl of methane trying to get in. Let's go back in time to that conversation, or let's go back in time to yesterday's news. What happened yesterday? What's yesterday's news? Any ideas? I didn't make the painting behind me, FYI, but I made that red painting. If you're looking at the red one, I made that one. And then that Embrace Failure shirt is from the channel Let's Paint. I bought it from his Kickstarter. He blew his house up the day before. Let's keep the ideas rolling. All right, I'll consider. Trump was impeached. I don't want to get political with this song, but I think he was impeached like last week or something. Let's see. Yeah, the protagonist's lover broke up with them is definitely believable. It's like, what would incite this story? Ooh, he got evicted and is trying to move back in with his ex. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, no need to be sorry, Jason. No worries. Totally fine. We're all just kicking ideas around here. So let's see. He got evicted and he's moving back in with his ex. I just want to write that down. That's interesting. His mouth is made of clay. The building collapsed, yeah. I think getting evicted is what I'm going for. I like that. So, alright, so driving home from yesterday's news, I'm in between thoughts, ignoring the view. So yeah, driving home. So yeah, there's like, alright, so alright, so drove home, stopped to eat, pulled up to the house, couldn't get in. Yeah, this is good. Eviction is good. I'm feeling it. So, okay. All right. Uh, my trunk burst open. Tumble of bags. A couple framed photos. A gaggle of a note on the door. Yeah. Right. How can one drive home without a house? Which I like, because then it's like, what's the idea of the home? What is the home? My trunk burst open, a tumble of bags, a couple framed photos, a gaggle of dads. No. Alright, so I like this idea of driving home from yesterday's news. I'm in between thoughts, ignoring the view. So it's like driving home out of habit, I guess. The doors never open. The doors I'm thinking about like the partner who is the ex is like in the ex in some way was home because they were in love, and like I think home is not where you are, it's who you're with, you know? But then also the literal home is closed. So that's a very interesting combo. Tom Harhai says, "Smash that like button," which would be a very funny thing for me to say in the middle of this very intense personal process. Driving home out of habit, I guess. Suggesting your heart in my GPS. They keep suggesting your heart in my GPS. That's kind of like, because, where you go home ends up being like the top search in your GPS, and making this person, the partner, ex-partner, an address in a way. They keep suggesting your heart in my GPS. And while I am dancing my way through the earth, please turn around, you missed your target. Oh, right. I get you. GPS. My trunk burst open. Yeah. Driving home out of habit, I guess. They keep suggesting your heart in my GPS. So driving home out of habit, I guess. They keep suggesting your heart in my GPS. And while I'm dancing my way, rolling in dust. Let's see. This is tricky. I'm just kind of sitting here thinking about lyrics. I don't know how much time is passing. So, what I'm thinking about here is driving home out of habit, I guess. They keep suggesting your heart in my GPS. And I want it to be like just this idea of tumbling down the highway like tumbleweed without knowing what's what. And so, like, driving home out of habit, I guess. They keep suggesting your heart in my GPS while I'm dancing and rolling. And while I'm dancing and rolling like dust. While I'm dancing and rolling. Dust. I'm stuck with my hands. Or I don't know. Thank you for these very useful prompts that everyone's sending. It's helping me think, definitely. Driving home out of habit, I guess. They keep suggesting your heart in my GPS. And while I'm dancing and rolling in dust, I stutter to breathe. Yeah. Getting rid of that thing. And while I'm... This is too vague, I think. So, driving home out of habit, I guess. They keep suggesting your heart in my GPS. While I'm dancing and rolling in dust, I keep navigating back to the ghost. Rolling in dust. A ghost navigating. And here I am dancing and rolling in dust. A ghost navigating. The satellites lost. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is good for now. So half verse, right? So this verse was first verse was 4 of these things. Driving home from blah, blah, blah. This one is 2 of them. All right. Let's see. I eat some fat pizza, the ones with thick crust. All right. Let's hear. How does this melody go again? Do. Driving. Cool. Driving home out of habit, I guess. They keep suggesting your heart in my GPS. And here I am dancing and rolling in dust. A ghost navigating, the satellites lost. And then it goes. Maybe the pre-chorus only happens once. No, it has to happen again. It's we were in sync. We were in sync, sinking in the couch. Sync. Singing. We were in sync, singing. We were in sync, singing. Singing worries out. Now the ghost. We were in sync, singing worries out. I haunt you, and I hope you let me eat a cow. Oh, let me. I haunt you, and I hope you see. Alright. I just like, I don't know. We were in sync, singing worries out. I haunt you, and I hope you. Alright. No. I don't haunt nobody. Let's see. Okay. A ghost navigating the satellites lost. Okay, we were in sync, singing worries out. Let's see, what do we got? Let me sleep on your couch. Right, I thought of that. I just think it's just bit too on the nose, but that did pop in my head. It's a nice rhyme, but I'm trying to think. Yeah, sync to sinking. Yeah, hey, what's up, Analog Weapon? Yeah, that's early on. We have sync, sinking, and then we were in sync, singing worries out. My voice. Singing. We were in sync, singing worries out. My voice. Our voices. Our voices. Oh, our voice is in the back seat. Our voices in the trunk. Our voices in the back seat. I'm gonna pause. And what I'm gonna do is just sing and see if the words just kind of come out, improv style. Alright. Driving. Oh, Matt, please suggest the exercise. And songwriting be hard. Great stuff. Thank you, Tom. You're right. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. But yeah, Matt, if you can suggest an exercise, please. Let's see. Driving. Driving home. Cool. From yesterday. Alright, let's do it. Driving home, out of habit, I guess. They keep suggesting your heart in my GPS. And here I am dancing and rolling in dust. A ghost navigating the satellites lost. We were in sync, Oh yeah. We were in sync, singing worries out, our voices in the backseat. Hear them, I hear them when I'm, or like a voice. I'm gonna get rid of this. We were in sync, we were in sync, singing worries out. Singing worries out. Me and the methane, you and I. See if I can pull from the past lyrics. We were in sync. Yeah. Everybody is doing good stuff, and I'm editing a lot in my head too. So Matt was saying, grab a book and just skim over a section quickly. Let your mind intuitively pick out words. Always gets me out of a rut. I'm gonna try it. So this is a suggestion by Matt Legroux. And I'm gonna get a book with words in it, and I'm gonna skim through it. Okay. This is George Orwell's 1984. All right. And what am I doing? I'm skimming over a section quickly, letting my mind intuitively pick out words. All right, let's do this. So, not much perhaps, but it was evidence. It might be evidence. It might have planted. Okay. Planted. This is cool, Matt. Okay. Singing worries out. We were in sync, singing worries out. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. East Asia. Sometimes records department. Jones, much impression. Revolution. Worry about people are killed off all the time, aren't they? Party member. The present not possible. Proletarians, nothing is to be feared. Is actually declining. Opinions. A confusing stream, huh? I'm just kind of mumbling gibberish out of a book. Alright. Continuous calamity. Sweeps to and fro. Sweeps to and fro. It's like sways. Singing worries out. Swaying. Swaying in the leaves. Swaying in the soil. Alright. Yeah. Planted in the doubt. It's cool. Planted in doubt. Yep. Thank you, Matt. That was a good extra little boost there. We were in sync, singing worries out, swaying in the soil, running from the drought. Drought? Is that how you spell drought? Okay, let's try that. We still need our chorus, but we're making good time, and I think we've got a lot of cool creative stuff. So, we were in sync, singing worries out, swaying in the soil, running from the drought, and I see you waiting. Okay. Swinging worries out, swaying in the soil, running from the drought. I see you when I'm waiting. I see you when I'm... Now I'm just going to write really fast and get a bunch of lyrics, get a bunch of ideas. So let's see. I see you when I'm waiting. I see you rubbing eyes, the blinking and the bashing of thoughts piercing my mind, of you piercing my mind. It's my fault, I know it. It's all what I done. Now I misdirection. Now I missed the bus. So this is kind of good. I see you when I'm waiting. I see you rubbing eyes. The blinking and the bashing and the flashing. Bashing of you piercing my mind. All right. To SoCon 14. These streams, I archived them on my Patreon because a long time ago I promised my patrons that I would have an archive of streams on my Patreon, and for the longest time I just wasn't streaming. But yeah, it's to fulfill a promise that I made. So they are on my Patreon. But if you want to save this, you just copy the link that you have now for this and just put it in a document or add it to your bookmarks, and it's going to be unlisted, so you can definitely see these if you catch them. Okay, let's do this. So we were in sync, singing worries out, swaying in the soil, running from the drought. I see you when I'm waiting. See you when I'm waiting, waiting. I see you when I'm waiting. I see you rub my eyes, the blinking and the bashing of you piercing my mind. Sorry, I'm distracting myself. Yeah, it's on patreon.com/Ben Levin, I think, and then it's the tier called Keys to the Archive, I think. Let's see, major 4th chord to minor 4th chord to major 1 chord. Thanks, Tom. I'm glad I'm helping you. Makes me feel good, man. So, alright, let's try singing into this. So, I can never remember how it starts. So, driving home. Okay, here we go. Driving home, out of habit, I guess. They keep... Driving home, out of habit, I guess. They keep suggesting your heart in my GPS. And here I am dancing and rolling in dust, a ghost navigating the satellites lost. We were in sync, we were in sync, singing worries out, swaying in the soil, running Okay. This song needs maybe a little bit more of a, like, concise chorus, but I like the way things are going. I'm just gonna sing the whole thing. And thank you, GNU Ninja, for the share there. Okay, here we go. Driving home from yesterday's news. I'm in between thoughts, ignoring the view. I stopped to eat, my thoughts poured out. Gas station disaster spilling from my mouth. I pull up to a house with no doors. I knock on the window and dig under the floor. It's just me and the methane. It's just me. Oh, it's just me and the methane, dancing in a swirl, a fish out of air, a clam with no pearl. We were in sync, sinking in the couch, with the ghost inspecting, dragging you out. Ooh, ooh. Driving home, out of habit I guess. They keep suggesting your heart in my GPS. And here I am dancing and rolling in dust, a ghost navigating the satellites lost. We were in sync, singing worries out, swaying in the soil, running from the drought. I see you when I'm waiting, I see your rubbing eyes. In my rubbing eyes, I think will be cool. It's like weird vocab, but it's cool. In my rubbing eyes, the blinking and the bashing of you, piercing my mind. I don't know about piercing my mind. It's just like, I don't want it to seem like the person, my ex is a like predator in some way, or is like hurting me, because that's my fault in this. I see you when I'm waiting, in my rubbing eyes, the blinking and the bashing. How about, I see you when I'm waiting, in my rubbing eyes, the starlight, the flickers, and the flickering of lashes, the dilating dial tone rise. That's kind of cool. Like when someone hangs up the phone on old school phones, it's just like let's see. In your vagina, maybe. Oh, there's a deleted comment. That's funny. Alright, so I'll accept it. It's funny. Okay. So, alright. What did I miss? So, hi, all sold? Welcome, welcome. Today, if you're just joining us, we're writing a song together. All these lyrics have been inspired by prompts from the chat. I've been reading everybody's suggestions. They've been incredibly helpful, actually. So, we are just about getting to a point here where this was going to be the chorus, but now I'm thinking the form of this song is verse, pre-chorus, like a melodic thing, verse, pre-chorus, a more evolved melodic thing, and then we're just going to have one of those bridges that repeats over and over again like Hey Jude. And that's going to be the hook. That's going to be the thing that repeats a lot. And I'm going to put that here. But let's do a pass. I'm going to record a pass through the whole song. First I got to listen to the beginning. Driving. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Thanks for joining and thanks for being part of this process. Here we go. Driving home from yesterday's news, I'm in between thoughts, ignoring the view. I stopped to eat, my thoughts poured out. Gas station disaster spilling from my mouth, and pull up to a house with no doors. I knock on the window and dig under the floor. It's just me and the methane dancing in a swirl, a fish out of air, a clam with no pearl. We were in sync, sinking in the couch, with the ghost inspecting, dragging you out. Driving home. So that. Driving home out of habit, I guess. They keep suggesting your heart in my GPS. And here I am dancing and rolling in dust, a ghost navigating the satellites lost. We were in sync, singing worries out, swaying in the soil, running from the drought. I see you when I'm waiting in my rubbing eyes, the flickering of ashes, the daylight in Dalton rise, in time I'll begin again. In time I'll begin again. And then it's like driving home, I'll begin again. It's like a round. Okay. Yeah. All right. There you go. That's it. I'll begin. It's like, I'll definitely want to edit these lyrics again in the future, but not like now, not today. You know, it's like I want some space from it. But I like this form of like, you know, getting real dramatic for I see you when I'm waiting. So it's like, all right, so it's like, we were in sync, singing worries out, swaying in the soil, running from the drought. I see you when I'm waiting. In my rubbing eyes, the flickering of ashes, the dull tone rise. I'll begin. I'll begin is like a round or like a counterpoint. It's like driving home. Oh, oh, again. Yeah, harmony, and it's like kind of a happy ending there. And who knows if it will stay. But as far as writing a song while live streaming goes, I found the stream to be more helpful than hurtful. And I'm really surprised because I thought I'd be so freaking distracted. But this is different than what I normally write. I'm not, this is not my normal vibe. So I am really like surprised and pleased with how this went. Basically, yeah, it's interesting, right? It's like very Sufjan. I think we've got an interesting bunch of imagery, some great moments in there that are like, I think, extra powerful that I just wouldn't have thought of, or I didn't even think of, honestly. You guys thought of it. So that's pretty nice. Well, we got a bit more stream left, and I just really appreciate everybody for helping make this song, and it's good to see you here. Can you tell me, let me know if you have any questions, ideas for live streams that I could do for Let's Practice. If you enjoyed this, what else could we do up here? Interesting things that are going on. I'd like to make some announcements. You see Nick Kruger there in the chat. Nick and I made an album called Birds that's like retro video game music stuff, but with very personal and intimate lyrics and a lot of twists and turns, and I'm making an animation for it. Bentley just put out our new album on Friday, and it's called You Know What They Mean. And it's streaming everywhere except Bandcamp, but it's everywhere else. And it's, yeah, vinyl, all that. This stream and all the other Let's Practice streams are archived on my Patreon, but if you're watching this, you can save the stream by bookmarking the link that you used to watch it here today, the URL here, so you can see it over and over again. And what else we got going on? I've been playing piano every day for my soul, and let's see, the next time we'll live stream, I'm gonna do one on the Sunday the 27th at noon Eastern Standard Time. That's the next Let's Practice. Putting that in my calendar. And I'll see if Jessica's available to be my special guest. Yeah, so do we have questions? Oh yeah, on Nick Kruger's Bandcamp, you can hear one of the songs from the album ahead of release. And Nick, do you mind linking that in the chat? So, oh, I like that lyric. Osai 3000, the flickering of lashes reverberates through the skies. It's very pretty. And I agree that in some ways, Clear Gray Sky, in some ways, songs aren't written, they are rewritten. I think that is true because it's part of the giant lexicon of people. It's the big lexicon of all of the human thoughts and feelings just getting re-scrambled and re-scrambled again. Tommaso Grandi says, no, it's too late. What's too late? What's too late? It's not too late. What's too late? Let's figure this out. Manaswi Mishra, you're coming to the show tomorrow, or on Monday, or tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Cool. Excellent. I'll see you there. Yeah. All right, well, if there's no questions in the meantime, I'll just do some jams. Yeah, baby. All right. What else we got going on? Oh, cool. Chris and Nick are coming to our show in Dallas. That's gonna be sick. Oh, hey Reed, what's up, man? Where's Nick Stevens? Yeah, is Nick here? Reed is a percussionist that I've had the great pleasure of seeing perform. It's very good. Ode Wellington, I'd like to say thank you, Ben. It's evening here in Vienna, and watching your stream is very motivating for me to record or write a little bit myself for the rest of the evening. Yes, that is the goal here. In case anyone was wondering what the point of the Let's Practice stream is, it's for you and me to be able to get excited and have all kinds of ideas of what to practice and how to fit more practice thoughts into our brains in all the little holes in there. I found that practicing music is it's got a lot of obvious benefits, but one of the maybe less obvious ones is it's sort of like a acknowledgement to yourself that you care about your future, like you care about tomorrow, not in necessarily like an anxious, I need to please people, I need to make money way, but in a like, it's nice to do this. This is something I'm doing that no one needs me to do necessarily, and I'm doing it because it makes me feel connected to my humanity and like feel like maybe my brain is special, my brain is going somewhere. There's like good things that could happen if I kept working on music. That I think is a very nice kind of implied benefit of spending time practicing. So let's see what else. Oh, okay. Tommaso Grande, if you are just now plugging in for the live stream, don't worry, just save the URL. You can watch that anytime, even after it's unlisted, because you'll have the URL. And Ode Wellington, also Ben, suggestion for a stream or video, something like a tutorial on how to better one's workflow on Reaper. I think you use it too. Oh yeah, I love Reaper. I'm not sure if I would do a tutorial on Reaper because I'm not super drawn to do Reaper specific tutorials. There are a lot already out there that are really good, but I will say this about Reaper. My favorite thing about it is folders. Check this out. So normally, any DAW I think can do this, but Reaper has a special way of doing it. So let's say I record a little bit of keys here. So now I have the keys and the audio of me recording from earlier. If I wanted to put an effect on both, in most programs you would have an aux track that is the reverb. Let's say I want to put reverb on it. Or actually, I don't have my iLock in, so let's see. I'll just get one of these reverbs that isn't. This is a reverb that comes with it, but let's say I use Sweet Verb. Okay. So normally you would send your tracks to the reverb, and then you would be balancing between how much of the track is sent to the reverb. That's what normally would happen. So now a lot of reverb is being, these tracks are being sent to the reverb, and it sounds like this. It's a lot of reverb, it's a mess, whatever. That's not the fault of the process or anything. But what if I wanted to, instead of balancing how much is sending, what if I just wanted to put them both in a folder like this? Now here in this hierarchy, I could put reverb on just this track. Instead of sending them both separately into this track, I could just send this folder into the reverb, for instance. And I'm going to just make a quick adjustment here. And now I can control how much reverb from both of these is, or how much of both of these tracks is going into the reverb with one fader. Here we go. Thanks for joining, and thanks for being part. And that's very intuitive to me. I think just being able to drag and drop these into a folder, and then anything I do to this folder affects what's below it, like even volume. Thanks for joining. And panning. So I don't know, that's pretty dry stuff, but I hope that means something to someone. And I don't think I shared my screen, did I? That whole time. Oops. Alright. Forgot to share the screen there. Quick review what I was talking about. Here's the screen. So I have these two tracks here. Alright, sorry about that. Here are the two tracks. I could send each one individually into this reverb track here. This is the reverb track. Or I could put them both into a folder track, where now this higher one is controlling these two lower ones. And anything I do to this folder track will be affected by the reverb. So instead of sending each one individually to this reverb, I can put them in this folder and then send this folder to the reverb. So that's pretty nice. All right. Cute. So what else we got here? Excellent. You should try out modular synthesis. You might enjoy the ephemerality of making patches. And Misty Morning agrees. So if I were to do that, would I need any analog gear actually? Or are you talking about like a plugin that simulates it? Because the idea of buying modular synth stuff is intimidating financially. But tell me more. All right, let's see. GNU Ninja says that the practice streams are helping to develop their music. Thank you very much. I'm glad to know. All right. Well, I think I think that's it, guys. I think we did the purpose of the stream, and I don't want to just make y'all sit here doing nothing. So, thanks for being here. I'll see you hopefully at the next stream, which is Sunday the 27th of October. I like the song that we got going. I'll do more work on it someday. And I hope you have a nice day practicing, and practice every day just to be happy. So thanks for being here, and happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Bye-bye.